Is that the housing department? Good morning. Yeah, Max Wild here. Environmental health. Yes, it's about those condemned houses on the Cripplewell estate. Would it be all right if I popped over and saw them this afternoon? Good, good. Excuse me, you are quite sure which end of the estate they're knocking down first? It's not that I don't trust you, except that your right hand is not exactly famous for knowing what your left hand's doing. You know? And I don't fancy walking in the door and getting zapped between the eyeballs by a 10-ton demolition ball. You know? OK, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You must have a death wish, wanting to move to an area like that.
Why? What's wrong with Cripplewell?
Oh, do me a favour. It's the only place in the world where the SAS won't go after dark.
I can't afford to run 2 homes, Tom. Anyway, it's only temporary, till Babs and I sort things out.
So, you've definitely decided, then? It's the parting of the ways.
Yes, I'm afraid so, Tom. It's the only solution.
It seems a bit drastic, Max. 23 years of marriage down the drain, just like that.
Well, we have talked about splitting up before, but it didn't seem fair while Steph was still at school.
I don't get it. You seem the perfect couple. Yeah, there's no one else, is there?
No, heavens no. I'm still mad about Babs. She's still mad about me. We just can't stand living together, that's all.
Well, why not?
I don't know. I suppose we're totally incompatible.
Oh, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
All right, then Babs is totally incompatible. She's just too organised. You know, we drive each other crazy. Do you know what she said to me the other day?
What?
She said that living with me was like sharing a flat with a warthog.
Never.
I mean, I ask you, a warthog. She doesn't know what it's like to be a frustrated artist.
Yeah, well, she's not the creative type, is she?
Well, she creates, all right, that's the trouble. And then stops creating.
Look, what is all this frustration you keep going on about?
Oh, I don't know, Tom. It sort of struck me the other day. I mean, here I am, 45 years of age. And what have I done with my life? Nothing. It seems like only yesterday I was the rising star in the Battersea Art School, bombing round the South Circular on the Norton 600, rocking the night away. And now, suddenly, middle-aged and nothing. I mean, whatever happened to that ambitious young tearaway of yesteryear?
He lost his licence, found a wife and joined the Borough Council.
But I had potential, Tom. I could have been something. No, I've just got to get out and do my own thing. You know, sort myself out.
What does Babs feel about you leaving?
Don't know.
What, she hasn't said?
I haven't told her.
Don't you think you ought to let her in on the secret?
Yes, I'm going to break the news to her tonight. I'm going to take her out for a meal, you know, somewhere with a bit of ambience, you know, break it to her gently.
Yeah, that's it. Best way.
Yeah. There's a nice little curry place round the corner. Puts on a good spread for a £5.
Max, why don't you just come to the point? You've been sitting there like a stuffed pirata all evening. What's this all about?
What do you mean? I mean, can't a man give his wife a night out for a change?
You giving me a night out is not a change. It's a domestic revolution. You haven't taken me anywhere since petrol went up to 6 and 6 a gallon.
Come off it, Babs.
Piglet. Just take your trotters out of the leftovers for 2 minutes and tell me what it's all about.
Babs, this is what it's all about.
Martin Vindaloo.
Sweetheart, I've come to an age when I enjoy being myself. See, I like mopping up the leftovers. I'm happy in untidy rooms. I like inviting friends round for a few beers and a game of Ludo. You see, that's me, Babs. I can't change.
So?
So? So, I've got this little flat.
You've got this little flat what?
I've got somewhere else to live.
Well, I'm not sure that I want to move.
You don't have to. I'm the one who's going to move. I just think it would be best all round if I went and lived on my own for a while.
You mean you've actually gone out and found your own private little pigsty at last?
Babs, this is not a joke. I'm talking about splitting up.
Well, we We've been talking about splitting up for years, almost since the day we got married.
Yes, I know. But this time, it's the real thing.
Promise?
Babs, you don't have to put a brave face on it. Not for me. I know what you must be feeling deep down inside. But it's best for both of us, you see? We've changed. We're not the couple we once were.
Max, you're the only person I know who has never changed. There's a part of you that's still living in the days of trolley buses and Muffin the Mule. You're still clinging to the dreams you had when you were a teenager.
Not dreams, ambitions.
Well, what's the use of ambition without determination? What happened to all those paintings you started and never finished? What happened to the great rock opera of the 1950s that you were always going to write?
Look, be fair, Babs. That takes a lot of thinking about.
But you've been thinking about it for 27 years.
But it's a hell of a thing to undertake. No one's ever done it before.
Is it any wonder? Who in his right mind would want to make a musical out of the Suez Crisis?
I knew it. I knew you'd take it badly.
Max, believe me, I'm not trying to get rid of you. But if you really want to go and live on your own and chase the elusive dreams of 1959, it's all right by me.
Truly.
Truly.
Babs, you are an extraordinary woman. Do you mind me saying that? I mean, here we are, writing the epilogue of 23 years of marriage. No tears, no soggy Kleenex, no heart-searing scenes in public. I admire that, I really do.
Well, it's hardly the end of the world, is it?
Well, it's not really the end of anything, is it? I mean, let's face it. I mean, we can still be close. We'll be even closer, won't we? We can have nights like this, can't we? It's been a fun old evening, really, hasn't it? We've had a good time.
Oh, as bust-ups go, it's been a riot.
No, we can still be a family, can't we? I can come round and have lots of lovely meals at your flat, which is still our flat, of course. And you can come round and cook lots of lovely meals at my flat.
That's very big of you, Max. Thank you. Where exactly is this desirable new residence of yours?
It's the Cripplewell estate.
Struth. No wonder you look depressed.
I've got an arrangement with the housing department. They're letting me have this flat rent-free to keep out squatters.
Are they crazy? Who'd want to squat in Cripplewell? Even the rats have moved out.
But I'm really worried about Steph.
Why?
Well, I mean, I don't know how to tell her that I'm leaving.
Well, straight out, on the chin.
Well, it could break her heart, poor kid.
Max, she's 19. She's not a child anymore.
Well, even so.
You want me to have a word with her?
No, I'll do it, love.
You sure?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll handle it. You know, the fatherly touch.
So, what did you want to say?
Steph, I don't know how to tell you this, but the thing is...
God, Max, you're pathetic. Your father's moving out. He's found himself a flat. We're splitting up.
Oh, OK, fine.
What do you mean, fine?
Well, if that's what you both want.
Steffi, your father's leaving home. This is a very traumatic moment. You can't just sit here and say fine.
Why not?
I mean, you're my daughter, my only child. You're not supposed to be pleased I'm going.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Cry?
No. I don't want you to get upset.
I'm not upset.
Why isn't she upset?
Why should I be? Ma's buried together, you're a shambles, and you drive each other bananas. You're just doing the sensible adult thing. I understand.
What do you mean you understand? I mean, what's gone wrong with this generation? I mean, you're supposed to be hooligans. And what's all this sensible adult crap? I mean, when I was your age, I was a decent, upright teddy boy. A bicycle chain and brothel creepers. Shaking the living daylights out of the Stratmodian. And what do you mean a shambles? Your father a shambles, the man who worships you,
Max.
treasures you,
Max.
cherishes the very ground your little pink feet walk on.
Pour us all a drink and shut up.
And you call me a shambles, you ungrateful little whelp.
Ow, Dad!
Don't you speak to my daughter like that.
After all I've done for you, I gave you the finest education money could buy.
She went to the local comprehensive, Max.
Well, the best comprehensive in all of London. I used to put £5 in the Christmas pudding for you. Not mingy little sixpences like other fathers.
I know you did, Max. You used to borrow them from my piggy bank.
After all I've done, she's pleased I'm going, and I'm a slob.
I didn't call you a slob. I didn't mention the word slob.
But if the cap fits...
Now, don't you start. I gave up a university education for you.
Did you, hell? You dropped out of art school to play washboard with Tommy Thunder and the Cyclones.
It's a keyboard, not washboard.
Dad, why are you getting so upset? I'm not saying I want you to go.
You're not?
Of course I'm not.
But if you've definitely made up your mind, then it's all right by us. That's all we're saying.
Oh. Well, that's it then, is it? Well, what are we looking so miserable about? Come on, cheer up. Let's all have a drink.
Oh, we've got his cooking sherry.
The corner shop will still be open.
All right, I'll go.
Oh. Since it's my lucky day, Max, I'm going to treat you to a bottle of scotch.
No, Raps. No.
No, come
This
on,
is
take
my
it.
show. Please,
No,
the
don't
evening's
look
on
at
me.
gift horse
Please,
it.
please, it's mine. Really.
Right, I'll get the ice out.
One more thing before you go. Can anybody lend me a tenner till payday?
How'd it go, Maxie?
Terrible.
Tell Babs?
Yeah.
Tell Steph?
Yeah.
How was it?
Unbelievable.
They were devastated, eh?
No. Couldn't give a monkeys.
What, about you leaving home?
They think it's a great idea.
You're joking.
I'm serious.
Look, how do you feel?
Diabolical.
All broke up inside, eh?
No. Got a hangover. We had a celebration.
Because you're leaving home?
Right.
Why were you celebrating?
Babs was paying.
A face saver, eh?
You reckon, do you?
Oh, come alive, Max. That was just a cover-up. This morning she'll be feeling that searing gut agony deep down inside.
So how come she was up at 6:30 blowing the dust off my suitcases?
Well, that's just a woman for you. She doesn't believe you'll go. Not for a moment.
So how come she's cancelled all her plans for Friday night to help me pack?
That's just a crafty female ploy. Look, when the time comes, she'll do everything she can to stop you leaving.
So how come she's lent me 50 quid to buy a cooker?
Well, that's just have to face it, Max. She doesn't want you around anymore.
Right, that's it.
You mean this is all you're taking?
Yes, I think so for the time being.
You're leaving the central heating behind?
Come on, Babsy, it's not all that much.
You're not taking the old dance set?
Yes, I've got to have some music, liven the place up. I mean, you didn't want it, did you?
No, didn't even know we still had it. It was a wedding present
Was it?
from Auntie Connie. We took it on our honeymoon.
Oh, how can you remember that far back?
How can I forget? You spent the whole of our wedding night trying to plug it in a light socket on the cross-channel ferry. You sure it still works?
Yes, of course it works. Good, solid British craftsmanship, this. Just needs a magic touch. There you are. A little blast from the past.
Oh, Max, an oldie but a goodie. My birthday party. 1961, for Pete's sake. That was the night...
The night I popped the question. Yeah.
The night you proposed. You were so shy. Shy little piglet.
I'm not surprised. I still haven't got shot of my first fiancée.
I haven't seen these for ages. Who took them all?
Tony.
Tony who?
Tony, what's his name? You know, the one with the Vauxhall Wyvern.
The one who got shot in Old Compton Street?
No. That was Tony Thingamy. This one is, that's Tony there.
Oh, Tony!
Right.
That's Eddie. Eddie, what's it?
Oh, Eddie Watson. That's right. He fixed up our trip to Calais.
What trip to Calais?
Oh, I never told you, did I? We were going to go to France that weekend.
You and Eddie?
No. You and me. I was gonna propose to you on the beach in the moonlight.
On my birthday? In 1961?
Yes. See, that party wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to be in France, but it was a big secret.
So secret I didn't even know I went. What happened?
Well, I lost the money for the tickets in very tragic circumstances.
That wasn't the time you got robbed?
In a way, yes. I backed 7 losers at Sandown Park.
Oh, Max, that's a lovely story. Why haven't you ever told me before?
I don't know, too embarrassed, I suppose.
Ah, you old romantic, you.
Why must I be a teenager in love?
Babs, listen.
What?
They're playing our tune. Yours and mine.
That we will have to part.
Do you want to dance?
Yes.
As the stars up above.
Why must I be a teenager in love?
What's the matter, Steph? Is there something wrong with that?
No, just don't feel that hungry, that's all.
Come on. What's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. I've been on a real downer all day.
Because of your dad?
He'll be settling in now. In that cold, lonely little flat on that horrible, desolate estate. I feel really guilty, Rob. I should have been there to see him off. Wave bye-bye, wish him all the best.
Look, anyone would think he was emigrating to the Falklands the way you're carrying on. I mean, he's only going 2 miles down the road.
Oh, I know. But it just suddenly hit home. He won't be there when I walk through the front door anymore. No one to give me a cuddle and bounce me on his knee when all the world goes wrong. No one hogging the bathroom on Sunday morning playing Sink the Bismarck with a rubber duck and a bar of life.
But I thought you were glad he's leaving.
I'm not glad he's leaving. I'm just glad he's doing the right thing, that's all.
And you're sure it is the right thing?
Oh, I don't know. They're very close despite everything. They lean on each other a lot. Sort of prop each other up when the going gets tough. No. What did I tell you? You can tell he's gone. It's just not home anymore. You can feel there's something missing. You can almost hear a sort of... What's that funny noise?
Dunno.
Coming from out there somewhere.
Don't look, Steph.
Why?
Please. It's your mum.
What's happened?
She's in bed with a man.
Blimey, she didn't waste much time, did she? That isn't a man, that's my father. What a bummer. No, I really am depressed.
Why? I can't make you out, Steph. You've been moping all day because he's leaving. Now you're depressed because he's still here.
Well, I can't handle all these last-minute reconciliations. Why does it have to keep on having reconciliations? Why can't I come from a normal, healthy, broken home where people can't stand the sight of each other?
Take it easy, love.
Well, honestly, if you ask me, it's a miracle I've turned out normal.
Oh, God, our help in ages past.
Morning, Dad.
Morning. You can shut that racket off as well, sir.
You're up early for a weekend.
Yes, well, I've got to load up. You know, busy day today, very busy.
So you are moving then?
Yes, of course I'm moving, yeah.
Well, I thought you and Mum had had a reconciliation or something.
How can we have a reconciliation? We haven't separated yet. Give us a chance.
When I saw you in bed last night, I just thought...
Oh, well, that was an unscheduled delay. We got shanghaied by a bottle of scotch.
Do you want me to go with you to help you move in?
No, I'll manage, don't worry. There probably won't be room in the van anyway.
You'll hardly have room to drive, the amount of junk you got piled up in there. What do you want for breakfast?
Oh, you cooking?
Since it's your last one.
Anyone would think I was going out to be shot in half an hour.
Knowing the Cripplewell estate, you probably are.
Coffee and toast, please, and a small barrel of aspirin.
If there's ever anything you need, Dad, anything at all, you know you've only got to ask.
Thank you, sweetheart. All I could do with right now is a head transplant.
Place seems half empty without him. I never thought he'd really go through with it, you know?
It's going to seem really strange without him. It's funny how men go through this midlife thing.
He's been going through a midlife thing since he was 18. Perhaps he'll get it out of his system once and for all now.
How long do you think he'll stick it?
What, on his own? In Cripplewell? About 20 minutes, by the sound of it. 2714, hello? No, I'm afraid not. It's his wife speaking. He's just left for Cripplewell. Yes, he's moved out. Is there some kind of a problem? Oh. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yes, well, I better get him to call you. Thanks for ringing. Bye.
What was all that about?
Eastbridge Council, the housing department. They've got news for your father. I think we'd better get over there pretty damn quick.
Wild and free. Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm on a gas board.
Are you indeed? And where are you going with that meter?
Oh, they're all coming out, aren't they? You the rat catcher?
My name is Wild. This is my new home.
Home?
Well, the upstairs flat.
Better make the best of the view, Tosh. There's going to be a downstairs flat by Monday. Yeah, bulldozers are moving in next week. The whole lot's coming down.
Coming down? They can't be. The housing department's on.
Right. Oh, you don't want to pay any attention to that shower. They don't know whether it's Christmas or Aston Villa half the time. I should try the Salvation Army if I was you, mate.
Salvation Army?
Well, they've always got a blanket, a mug of cocoa for a down and out. Here. Have a cup of tea on me.
Wait a minute, you don't understand.
Right, old son. I was bombed out during the war. I know what it's like to be a dosser. See ya.
Oh, no. What are you two doing here?
Bad news, I'm afraid. The housing department just phoned.
Yes, I've heard. Thank you very much. I suppose you think this is hysterically funny.
Who's laughing?
Extremely serious.
Well, if you think that I'm crawling home with my tail between my legs, you've got another thing coming. It's going to take more than a dozy housing official to scotch my plans, I can tell you. I've got the pick of the Cripplewell estate. I can look after myself, don't you worry. I don't need charity. Wild and free, that's me.